Hello, my dear students. Today, another type of solution that is known as suspension. We are going to discuss what is suspension. Suspension is a heterogeneous mixture. That means it has not uniform distribution of solute throughout. That is heterogeneous mixture of formed of two or more substances. Example, what is the example of suspension? That is solution of sand and water. If you put sand in a glass of water, it is the water, and put sand in it, and you will see that type of solution is known as heterogeneous solution, or you can say suspension. What are the properties of the suspension? The particles of the suspension can be seen with naked eye. The particles of suspension can be seen with naked eye. That means the particles of the sand we can see these particles with naked eye. And that is, the size of the particles is more than 0.1 micron meter. The solute particles can be separated by filtration. That means we can, if the water glass, in water glass sand is present, you can separate the water from the sand by filtering it out. That means using filter paper, you can put the sand or you can separate the sand from the water by filtration. Next is the solution is unstable. Unstable means if the water containing the sand, if you disturb the sand particles will move here and there in the water. But if you keep the water glass undisturbed for 1 hour or 10 minutes, you will see the sand will settle down at the bottom. That means the different layers, or you can say these the sand will settle down at the bottom and the water will rise upwards. That is why it is known as unstable mixture. Particles scatter beam of light. That means beam of light, if we throw a beam of light in that solution, because the dust particles are always present in it, if we throw a beam of light, if it is torch, if we throw the beam of light, and the light will pass through the water and these dust particles will scatter the beam of light. That means the dust particles will scatter, means they will distribute. Scatter means they will spread out the beam of light. Particles scatter beam of light and path of light is visible. You can see from where the light gets passed through the glass, from this. That means we can see the light through the glass through a particular path, that is known as beam of light. It was a suspension. Now what is Tyndall effect? It is an important effect known as Tyndall effect, discovered by the scientist known as Tyndall. What is Tyndall effect? When a beam of light is passed through a colloidal solution, the particles scatter beam of light and the path of light becomes visible in solution. I will explain to you. If you are in a room like this, and there is one hole inside the room, and you are present here. The sunlight will enter through this room. And you will see that light, the path of light, or the path through which the light is passed. Here you can see some dust particles are surrounding that path. That means with the help of these dust particles you can see the light like this. That path, it is shown by the presence of these dust particles. If the dust particles are not present, you cannot see the path of light from where the light is passing through. That means with the help of these dust particles you can see the path of light. The light is passing from this region to this region to this region, and that effect is known as Tyndall effect, because in colloidal solution the solute particles are large, more than 0.01 micron meters, to 0.1 micrometers. These particles or dust particles, they scatter the light and they show the light or show the path of the light in the solution. That type of effect is known as Tyndall effect. Another type of effect you may have seen or observed when you have been in a forest or even orchard, apple orchard. The dense apple trees, if there are dense apple trees, these apple trees, and you are present in your apple orchard, through some spaces, the light is passed through these spaces on the ground, and you can observe these paths through that dense, and you can see the path of the light through these through the dense coverage of these, or through the dense canopy of these trees. And this is another example of the Tyndall effect. That means for Tyndall effect, there must be a colloidal solution. The particle size must be more than the particle size of the true solution. This is the more important thing, that the particle size in which the Tyndall effect occurs must be more than the true solution particle size. That means which starts from colloidal solution particle size. That means it is between 0.001 to 0.1 micron meter. Between this, more than this, when the particle size is more than this, then the Tyndall effect will occur, or up to this, then the Tyndall effect will occur. Thank you. Have a nice day.